And now, for your listening entertainment, I present to you the Movie Bluffs.
I'm Hondo.
I'm Frosty, and we are the Movie Bluffs.
We watch the beginning and the end of a movie and make up the middle. This week we're watching Pay It Forward with Haley Joel Osment and Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin McCanceled McSpacey.
Kevin John Wayne Spacey Jr.
Kevin Space Odyssey. The movie. Strategic sip for comedy.
It's okay, we're not being paid yet, so we don't have to be professional comedians.
Every script, we just have to write everything down.
Oh man. Hey, you know what? It would probably help.
Yeah. I thought about running the lines a few times, but
yeah,
you know, we'll get there.
I've pre-thought of a couple jokes that I'm going to say during my segment. So listeners at home, see if you can catch when a joke is premeditated.
We'll go over the answers after the episode and see if you got them. So Pay It Forward. The intro was super interesting this time around. It was full of everything, I want to say, and none of it made sense, to be honest.
All right.
So let's hopefully the end can piece this together.
Well, the end opening is very unidirectional.
Okay. So I think the entire movie is just fully unidirectional. So the opening comes in with a man ironing his shirt in what looks like to be a hotel with some blues playing. You know, it opens like a classic movie, just a bit of blues, guy ironing shirt. You don't think anything's weird about it. You know, it seems like a smooth.
Slides into the living room on his socks with the sunglasses.
Not risky business. More like a classic open. I mean, it almost seemed like you know, like maybe like a 50s movie, like La Bamba, you know, where it's just real smooth, real classic. But then it hard cuts into a hostage situation. And I mean hard cut. Like you're listening to blues, just guy just ironing his shirt and then get down on the ground. And then hostage situation, cops, all the cars lined up. You know how they go. So guy's got a wife or some lady in a window, you know, he smashes open the window and they're like, please, like, calm down, you know, come out, whatever cops, you know, whatever cops say in that situation.
It's Kevin Spacey.
No, it's like, the thing is, it's not Kevin Spacey. I think it was the guy ironing his shirt, you know, he seemed like he was really getting prepared for this. So some lady in her house, I'm assuming, and a robber guy in the classic ski mask, but it's flipped up because now he doesn't care. He's already gone too far. And then a news guy comes up to the cops next to them while they're in this hostage situation being like, what's going on here? Is it domestic? Is it physical? What's happening? It's like, why would you interrupt the cop's situation like that? Like,
yeah.
That's hindering the whole thing. So he's basically bugging this cop. The other cop's like, dude, I'm fucking in the middle of something. You see do you not see what's going on? I'm not trying to do a press release real quick. And so the guy disappears in the window, the hostage taker, right after the news guy interrupts the police, of course. And they're like, what the fuck? Now where's the guy at? And anybody got eyes on him? A car bolts out of this gated, it's not a garage, but it's like a little gated area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it storms out of the house, or out of the driveway, into the news guy's car. You fucking schmuggy gets it. You know, that's what he deserves. And then everyone leaves him. So the guy that stole the lady is driving down the street. Cops all leave, and he's like, "That's my car. What the heck?" You know. And so he's he's kind of just shit out of luck in that situation.
Hell
the cops
yeah.
are like, "Fuck you, dude. We're not going to write a police report. We're in the middle of something."
Cops flip them off as they drive away.
Yeah, they're like, "That's what you get, fuckface." And so
Reverse the car and like burn out, spray some gravel in his face.
backs into his car on the way out.
Hey,
Hey, come on! It's already destroyed. What are you doing? So the car is definitely destroyed. It's an old Mustang, and so it just collapses like a tissue box, you know. And so he's just there, astounded at the situation, even though he deserved it, you know. But a guy with a dog walks up and he says, "You need a ride?" And then and the guy's like, "Duh, dude, my car is totaled." And he's like, "Here, take the Jag."
What?
And yeah. And this guy is like, it starts raining. Or I guess it was raining the whole time. This guy's in a pea coat, umbrella, and he's got one of those Scooby-Doo dogs, the Great Danes. And so he's just there with his dog. He's like, take my Jag. He's like, "What? Are you giving me your Jaguar? Like, are you crazy? What's the catch here, you know?" He's like, "I just came into a bit of luck. Whatever." You know, throws him the keys. It's all good. He's like, "Don't worry about it. I'm good." And so he starts walking off, and the news guy's just losing his mind. He's like, "I'm not going to get in that car. Are you crazy? It's going to explode. What, you just want to see me blow into pieces?" And I'm like, "What?" This is very dramatic, dude. Take the car, definitely.
I don't like
but
this guy.
Yeah, he seems like, what? You can't be fucking happy about getting a Jaguar, you know? And he's like, "This is a new Jaguar. What's the catch, you know? You got the keys in your hand. Just take the car, dude. You're not driving yours home, obviously."
Well, it wouldn't hold up in court.
No.
You think the judge would believe he just tossed him his keys and said, "Take
He just gave me the keys." Yeah, right, buddy. Why would I do that? He's like, "You fucking asshole." You literally said
5
you came
years
into
in
luck.
Prison.
Yeah, right.
I've never had luck in my life.
I've never. That was my most unlucky day, and I just needed someone else to have worse luck than me for once. So that happens. Then we go into a middle school scene, which seems like a high school scene should be, you know, like there's POD playing, someone's playing No Doubt in the background, and it definitely seems like a tough high school intro, but it definitely was like an Orange County kind of tough, you know? Yeah. And so they're walking in, you know, you see Haley Joel Osment, little guy with a little gigantic backpack, you know? And so typical whatever. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that's middle school Haley Joel Osment, you know? These kids are smaller, but they're playing it to be like this tough high school vibe. And there's
kids I saw were definitely real young.
Yeah. So there's a metal detector. Typical old tough high school thing, but it's middle schoolers. They're all little, but they're all tough. You know, they're just smaller. Yeah. And so one kid like slides his knife under or like across the metal detector and then goes under it and catches it with his shoe. I don't know. You know, it's like all the tropes of like, oh, we're all cool. We're all super tough kids, you know? And so that's the intro and goes into Haley Joel Osment's classroom, where they're all just sitting there and doing whatever, talking about stuff. And then in comes Kevin Spacey. And he just starts writing on the board.
Screams.
Oh no! It's a trap! Get out the window! Get out the window! We're not this tough. We can't handle Kevin Spacey.
Kid runs over to the fire alarm. There's one next to it that says Kevin Spacey. Pulls it.
A shark cage comes down over him. He's like, "Oh no." Dang it, I thought I could get away with this. I thought I was a better actor than this.
It hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't. This is before. So Kevin Spacey starts writing on the board or whatever, and then turns around. And he's got kind of like scars on his face. So all the kids just stop talking, like full stop everything. And he's like, what? You've never seen a teacher before or whatever, you know?
Great joke, Kevin.
I'm pretty sure that's not why they're scared, Kevin Spacey. You are Kevin Spacey. So he gets up and starts doing the classic teacher spiel, you know? He's like, oh, what are your dreams? What are your passions or whatever? And he asks like, where do you want to go?
What is your address?
What's your address? When are your parents gone?
So, all right, that's right. That's the last one. Yeah. I was like, Kevin Spacey jokes.
This whole podcast is just going to be Kevin Spacey jokes. So if you have a deep compassion for Kevin Spacey, I suggest you turn it off. I'm just kidding.
If you're what do they call them? A
spacehead?
Spacey apologist.
Oh yeah. A Spacey truther, as one would say. So he asks them, where do you want to go? And like what do you want to be kind of questions. And all the kids are like, well, I want to go to the mall, you know? And it's like, no, that's not what he's asking. He's clearly asking a deeper question than that. But very funny. All the kids laugh. They're like, haha, the mall is what we do. We're children. So then he pulls the projector and it says, he's like, this is your assignment. And it's basically telling them, do something that can change the world. Like, your assignment all year is to try and change the world. And the kids are like, what the fuck? Like, that's hard. We can't do that. And then Haley Joel's like, well, what if we can't change the world? Do we just flunk? And he's like, well, if you give it a good shot, I'll give you a C. And I'm like, this is all vague, Kevin. What do you want them to do? To go build a hydrogen fuel cell or something? And so that he's like, that's
whistle
it.
Blow on you?
Yeah. Right. I'll change your world, Kevin. Let me tell you.
I said that was the last one earlier.
Oh yeah.
I can't help it.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. Probably.
He's just such an easy target.
I like the low blows, baby.
Yeah.
So that's basically his spiel. He's like, that's your assignment. There you go. And then the last shot is Haley Joel bicycling through the desert, and just, you know, classic wide pan. They didn't have drones back then, but it's similar to a drone shot of just Haley Joel trekking through the desert, little kid Haley. And
they got a lot of like wide pan coming up, you know, swirling around, almost like drone shots.
They had a lot of money
back then. They had just a really tall. I think they had a really tall crane, and they just brought it onto every set. You know,
the crane guy was just in traffic trying to get to the set too. He's like, why can't they just get like a trailer or something for this? And he's just, come on, I gotta be on set. Haley gets really angry when I'm late, and Kevin, you don't want to know what he does. You'll find out. You'll find out later.
You're going to be climbing up this crane just to get away.
Anyway, so that was it. Haley trekking through the desert on a bike.
Nice.
Which could lead to anything.
Well, the ending starts with Haley Joel in a classroom, and there's he's being filmed for some news segment, and behind him is this like, it's a pyramid scheme is what it looks like. And there's like a person, and they have 3 circles coming down from them, and with a person inside each, and each of them has 3 people down.
Haley Joel says, listen, Herbalife, this is how I'm going to change the world.
This is a documentary.
Yeah, that's
the start of Herbalife.
Just a short film into the documentary, you know, of how it started.
Mona V.
Is that the Herbalife leader?
That's the like berry. It's either wine or like berry juice of some kind. It comes in wine bottles.
Soylent Green.
Yeah. He's being filmed, and he's like some people, they just get stuck, like, and keep continuing on, like, even if things are bad, they just don't want to change it. They're filming, and Kevin Spacey's looking at them, like, watching them do it, and he goes out to Helen Hunt. I guess she's another teacher in the school, and they're staying by the lockers, and he's like, I don't want to be like that guy he was talking about in there. That's not who I want to be anymore. And he's like, I don't want to spend a moment without you. And they kiss, and he like puts her up against the lockers, and they kiss some more.
Oh, and, no. This is Helen Hunt and
Kevin Spacey.
Oh, okay. How old was Helen Hunt in this film?
I think like 14, 15.
I'm just kidding. He only liked boys. That was it.
Yeah. You know who he had in his mind when they were filming that scene.
We are not getting advertising for this one.
That was the last one.
Hans is just listening to this like, no. Take these guys off the list.
Definitely not MeUndies. They don't want underwear associated with that at all. So, obviously the tone of that scene as they're like, he grabs her and they start kissing is a little weird, but
in the school,
and then we push past it. It's after hours.
Okay.
They're like filming
anything
news segment.
Goes.
Yeah, where he's talking about like, whatever his pyramid scheme was, and then he's like, it shows little Haley getting to his bike, and you hear, "Hey, stop it!" And a little kid gets like pushed from outside one of the hallways, and these two like real tough kids in the leather jackets,
slick back hair kid. Oh yeah, they were in the intro. Haley had like grabbed him real quick. They were like homies or something. He was like, "Look, man, they're gonna kill you, dude. Get out."
Like the little kid.
Yeah. It was right around the metal detector thing.
Oh yeah. The electric fence.
He's like, "Check out my knife, kid," and he's like, "Oh, Haley, grabbed his friend. He's like, "Hey, dude, I'm Haley Joel Osment. Like, you don't want to hang out with them." Like,
he starts getting beat up by those kids. Some little kid, and
finally
Haley Joel's
got him.
just looking. No, like the two tough kids are beating up this little kid. And nice. Haley's looking. He's on his bike, and he's like, and
he's got digital fire in his eyes.
Yeah, shoots laser beams.
I'm gonna change the world, all right. Haley Joel in. Never mind.
Editor, cut that out.
Please.
Editor, save me.
Editor, make sure I don't get canceled, please.
So he gets on his bike and he starts charging the bullies, and he rams one of the bullies. They fall to the ground, and the kid gets up, and so the kid who got rammed like gets up, and they're like circling each other, Haley Joel and the one kid. And gentlemen's rules, the other tough kid stayed outside the circle and was kind of just egging him on, like, punch him, come on, punch him.
That's how it should be.
The whole like grab his arms,
give him a couple of blows to the stomach.
That's just like, what do you have to prove?
Yeah. It's classic gentleman rules, and I think that's how every fight should be had. I'm not into many anymore, but if there were, I think that's how I would like it to go.
So then in not gentleman's rules, the kid pulls out a knife. Oh. Kevin Spacey and Helen Hunt are in like where they were this overhang, and they start seeing it happening, and they're like, no, and they start running down.
They're like, oh no, we should probably not be having sex during school hours.
They're scuffling. And the kid stabs Haley Joel Osment right in the gut. And
I don't remember middle school being that tough.
Kevin Spacey is like, he starts running up to him, and he's like, no, and he gets up to him, and then he lifts up Haley Joel Osment, and Haley Joel's wearing a shirt that says Kevin Spacey's career.
He was really ahead of his
all of-
time, Haley Joel. That was
For
good.
all of you at home, that was the premeditated joke.
If you heard the noise, then you know that was the premeditated joke. Another one out of the park, Frosty.
Thank you. But no, he does hold Haley for a sec, and it does this like raising up from a swirling shot. And then it's they're in a hospital, and the cameras from like outside the doors of the like double doors that each have a window on them, so you can just see them. It's probably supposed to represent, isolation or feeling boxed in. Because a doctor walks up and they like look to the doctor to see, and you can't hear anything they're saying, but then he like says something and Helen Hunt like falls to the ground and Kevin holds her and she's just like screaming and sobbing. And
so Haley's probably all right though. That's like a relief kind of crying on the ground.
He was just telling them no more Kevin Spacey jokes. I swore I'd stop. So I don't know what he tells them.
And from my film studies course, probably is more about isolation and being shut out, not knowing what they said. So I've been to college once.
There was one time I went to college.
I got kicked out.
Kicked out for partying.
Yeah, kicked out for using ungentlemanly rules.
Stabbing a kid
that was far, far younger than me. But he had it coming.
They're at home and they're watching the news segment, or they're watching the news, and it's like, don't know if the killing was linked to blah, blah, blah gang. And then it shows the clip from him inside the classroom where he's talking, where he's like, people get stuck in their ways, even if it's bad, and it's like camera zooming in on Haley's face, like as he's talking, like, they get stuck in their ways, even if it's bad, they don't want to change it. And they're like, so is that what you want for your birthday? To change the world? He's like, well, or to make people do good to each other. He's like, well, I couldn't ask. And then it's like still zooming in closer and closer on his face. And they're like, why can't you ask? And it's like, and it's when I realized he's got the most gigantic front teeth in the world.
Really?
Yeah. It's like zooming so close. And it's
Magic School Bus where they just go into his mouth.
Right onto the teeth until all you can see on the whole screen are just his gigantic teeth. He says, I can't ask. And they're like, why? He's like, well, he thinks. It's like, I already blew out my candles. It was his birthday. They
gentleman rules. Gentleman rules.
He said, gentleman rules.
Gentleman rules. I have already blown out my candles and I forgot to make a wish, so I'll have to wait till next year. If I make it,
get 2 re-recs and gentleman's rules. And sorry, I blew through your joke. That was a good one too. I kept thinking you were done.
He had a premeditated one ready to go. You just had to follow through.
Nah.
And then that was it? Just the teeth?
Oh, yeah. No, there's a candlelight vigil. They look outside. Kevin Spacey looks outside. And they walk outside, and there's like 100 people in front of their house with candles and flowers. And they look, and then the camera starts zooming out, and there's like cars waiting to get in. And it's like, for like a mile's worth of road of just, you see the headlights of all these cars trying to get to their house.
Do they live on a freeway? just a bunch of traffic.
Like way off. Yeah, there was a long road to get to their neighborhood.
Dang.
All right, let's just start him on his spirit quest and see where it goes.
All right, he's rolling.
So Haley Joel's riding through the desert. He's trying to figure out, how do I change the world? just as we're trying to figure out how do we get through this movie.
Yeah.
See, this is actually, I went to film school, and he represents us. Where we're like, what the hell are we gonna do?
What are we going to do?
So he rides for a few hours straight into the desert. Maybe he finds a nomad out there.
Yeah, the three horsemen. Or whatever, the Jesus story. He follows the North Star, which is really just the sun
of the apocalypse. So
he finds one nomad.
He finds a single nomad. He says, Mister. He tugs on his robe. Mister, how do I change the world?
His old robe made of dirt, yarn, and...
Nomad turns around. He says, change the world. Do you want to?
How do you know, mister?
Oh, just a hunch.
It's really Kevin Spacey in a mustache. Sends this kid on a wild goose chase, you know?
If I tell him he's got to change the world, he's going to want to go on a spirit quest.
He's the only one taking this thing seriously, so I gotta go with it. He's the one.
Kevin's just waiting out there. Anytime now.
When does school get out?
Kevin Spacey sees his teeth from a mile away. He says, here he comes.
It's a shot from his binoculars, and it's just two buck teeth. You know? They had a lot of fun with that shot. He's coming. Hey, mister.
Mister.
A vision quest, you say?
I didn't, but that sounds fun.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, vision quest. Join me in my sweat lodge then.
It's really just a trash bag that they put over each other. They have a power. He pulls out a little
secret. It's like her secret little room.
It's like an actual slut lodge. So listen, I have these berries. I have these acai berries.
Part of our vision quest will... I'm going to require you to buy 3 bottles of this Mona V.
Listen, you 3 bottles, but the other 3 are free. But you have to get 2 other people involved.
Yeah, you get 2 people involved for 3 bottles, 2 free. I'll throw in a third for free.
And you get this backwards visor that says Limp Bizkit loves acai berry.
And it's a true fact.
And this is a fact. I have a picture of him right here.
Oh my God.
And it's just a picture of Limp Bizkit, like at a concert, peace signs.
We love Limp Bizkit at my tough school.
That was the song that was playing in the intro.
Yeah.
Come on. Rolling. That's where I always got the rolling.
So
3 bottles, 4 people in the sweat lodge.
2 guys just drinking some juice in a trash bag.
Yep. Except one of those guys is a child.
And one is A-okay with that.
And one is couldn't be happier in the moment.
Haley Joel, he says, well, all he's got is this $20. That's all I got to my name. Says, well, wouldn't you know it? I can only sell you 2 bottles then, and you don't get the 3 for free. But that'll encourage you to go out. And you know what? I'll give you this box of bottles. And you sell them, you make your $20 back.
You can even make more than $20. if you join our second tier group after you sell this whole box of bottles.
Really?
The Limp Biscuit tier.
I'm pretty sure that's how Monavie rates their tiers. First tier is Limp Biscuit. Second tier is like, what's some better rap rock?
System of a Down.
Oh yeah, top tier would be Linkin Park.
Yeah.
He says, I met Linkin Park. Do you want to meet Linkin Park?
Actually, at our annual summer quarterly, we have Linkin Park play for us at our YMCA center that we rent out.
Shinoda.
M. Shinoda, my favorite.
Cuts to a shot of him in his bedroom, and there's like an M. Shinoda poster.
I'm breaking the habit.
Wake me up.
Wake me up. That's the one. So are you in? You in, kid?
That was Evanescence.
Oh. Dang it. The link heads are going to get us.
Uh-oh.
The Park Boys.
Oh, I'll just edit in a Linkin Park lyric there.
Yeah. So Haley's in. He takes the box, puts it on the back of his bike. He's got one of those little racks for boxes.
Ah. That's cute.
Yeah. Come out of the sweat lodge, cinches up the bag, puts it in his pocket.
He starts, he gets people on a like subscription, and he like bikes through the neighborhood, tossing bottles to the houses.
Breaks through a window. Falls in the person's lap. He's like, "Oh, my acais are here."
Yeah, the woman's gardening and it like busts all of her flowers.
My begonias. Oh, finally.
Oh, my antioxidants.
I was starting to feel a lack of minerals.
I just wasn't myself. Before I started paying like $100 for a bottle of juice.
So he moves up. In the company. The pyramid scheme.
Really making it.
Yeah. So Haley is definitely all the way up to the Linkin Park tier. And Kevin Spacey is a multimillionaire at this point because of Haley's hard work. Because that's how it works.
But then, maybe Haley, he starts thinking he can do better than Kevin.
Uh-oh.
He starts talking to the people that are above Kevin Spacey.
Oh, no.
And it's those two little kids in the leather jackets.
So the two little kids put him on a front for way more than he can handle.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I sell so much more than Kevin. And, it's Kevin. You don't want him around you anyway.
He's a teacher, and also he's Kevin Spacey. Like, come on.
That's two ticks.
Those are two no's in the no box.
So yeah, he gets in with them. They're like, okay. He takes them to the corporate lunch and woos them over.
Impresses them with his sales expertise.
Yeah. It's a tough corporate lunch, though, because they're tough kids.
Yeah. They all have
those, like, dive bars where the singer's behind a chicken wire and it's because all the bottles are being...
Everyone's throwing bottles, but they're in, like, a little back room.
They're all little kids.
They're all having cheeseburgers with nothing on it.
Oh,
no cheese.
It's not awful.
Because that's how little kids like their burgers.
So he starts running the market, running the circuit. He's doing the expos around the country. He's a motivational Mona V speaker by day, escorts in his high-rise hotel room by night kind of guy at this point.
Yeah, yeah. He's definitely doing it big. He's got a leather jacket with Mona V inscribed, embroidered on the back.
On his personal jet.
Yeah. That's ran by Mona V juice.
It's like how the chemtrail things in the sky, but it's all just like vaporized Mona V.
It's just reddish juice that just comes out. Oh, that's a Mona V jet. Kevin sees it.
But these are all on loan is the thing.
Ooh.
From the guys. It's like Kevin or Haley says, I'm good for it. I am. I'll just sell.
I'll sell. It'll be easy peasy.
But
easy Mona Lisa.
But then he's selling and spending all the money on the escorts.
Yeah.
And the gambling.
He gets in the habit and the children's cocaine.
Yeah. He's living what do they call it? Fast.
The fast life?
Yeah, is that it?
He's living the fast.
He's like, wow, at this rate, he looks into the camera. He says, I might die soon.
Winks. It's actually just his teeth, and then a face pops up on one tooth, and it winks at it.
Oh, maybe he's like going down this, drug spiral, drug and Mona V spiral. And then what if he takes one of the escorts hostage? And like the beginning of the movie was actually like it was preceding what's actually going to happen to him.
It's Tarantino style.
Yeah.
Nice. So it wasn't an adult that took the lady hostage. It was Haley Joel.
Yeah. And in true Tarantino style, obviously we couldn't say it throughout, but this whole time he's been using the N-word like all the time.
Yeah, like way too much.
It's a very, I think it was directed by Tarantino. Like this was his first movie.
Yeah. It was like way too much to where you're like, this doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
It didn't the first time when you made a small child say it. That's
Haley
white.
Joel.
For context, Haley Joel is a small white child. So Haley's in too deep.
Yeah.
Takes
He's
the
Vegas for
escort
like
hostage.
A month. Yeah. He's at the window. He smashes it. He says, oh, well, I can't say what he says.
Yeah, actually, we can't. We cannot say what he says at all.
There'll be some hard censors and some hard cancels.
He says, "What's up, beep? You mother beeps."
Unless you're saying what I think you're saying, we're allowed to say motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. I just had to keep in the context of beeping. And Haley Joel's gone too far.
He is in too deep. He can't pay back the loans. He blew all the money already, and he can't sell bottles fast enough.
Keep using the N-word. Drank half of the bottles.
He's gone Mona V crazy at this point.
Yeah, his eyes are just juiced out, filled with minerals and antioxidants.
His teeth are all purple, giant purple teeth.
His lips purple, everything. He's wearing his business suit, but it's all disheveled, and there's like purple movie stains on it.
Classic. So he's all friggin' drugged up, and he's got one of the escorts who breaks the window. He's like, I don't know what did he say at the beginning?
He says, "Fuck anything? You, beeps." And the cops are like, "We're all definitely white." We're definitely all white cops. Why are you saying that so much?
I don't care.
I don't give a shit. Beep, 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 beep. What?
That time he's just beeping.
That's racist.
He's just saying beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
I'm beep, beep, beep. I don't give a shit.
So he's off his freaking rocker, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he busts out the fourth window. He's already busted out of view. He says,
I was thinking of fourth wall. I thought you were making like a clever joke.
It's a 3D movie where the glass just shatters in front of you. And then he just says the N-word once, and then it goes back to the regular movie shot.
Back to 2D. Yeah, that's the only 3D part of the movie.
There's a freeze portion where it's like, put on your 3D glasses.
Cuts back in and breaks it. Points at you. Points directly at the camera and says,
you beep. I'm definitely Mexican, Haley.
Now you may take off your 3D glasses.
So he says,
they're like, okay, well, I guess he's got to get away first. They're chasing him. This whole journalist thing.
He's like, perfect opportunity
to
get away.
Haley Joel swings back around the neighborhood and runs him over. And keeps driving. That's the part you don't see.
Yeah, and then he runs over the guy after the other dude just gave him the jag. So the other guy's kind of further down the street. So Haley Joel just hits the journalist, and then he's like, wait, who the fuck is that guy? Hits him too.
No way.
The dog runs away, so it's safe, and it finds a nice family somewhere.
And Haley says, hey, I'm not even I'm that low. To hit a dog. And he goes.
So he keeps driving.
Cops kind of corner him and back him into a spot, and they say, all right, we'll make you a deal. You do one interview for for the news. And we'll give you a lesser sentence.
What? One interview for the news?
Yeah, he's got to do an interview at some point.
Oh yeah. Wait, no. One interview for the news after you and then after that you have to sting the whole Sarah V job.
Unless, maybe the interview was from before he went down the deep end.
Yeah. That could just be like an edit in at the end just to show, just for emotional effect, But so let's say the cops tell him, all right, we know you're way up in the Sarah V corporation. We need to take them down. They're the modern day Ponzi scheme, and we've got to get these two guys, and it's the two kids.
Yeah,
with the knife.
I like it. They say it's just like the Green Goblin said, "Go for the heart."
It's just like the Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe said. I was in the Boondock Saints, baby.
They say, they give him the spiel, and they say, and just as the Green Goblin said, are you in or are you out?
Just as the Green Goblin said, they tell him, Wingardium Leviosa. No, it's Leviosa. Somebody help me.
Haley's getting real confused at this point.
He's like, pretty sure that was Harry Potter. That's not even out yet.
Am I still fucked up?
Are these cops fucking with me right now?
They're like, yeah, we're just fucking with you, kid.
Yeah. Anyways.
But it's seriously, you want to do this?
Yeah, so we can get you off the hook with these guys because obviously you're in too deep. You just got to meet with them.
You got to take them out, but you didn't hear that from us.
But it's a sting operation. So we got to get these two kids to admit that they're the leaders of Sarah V, and then we can come in and take them out. Hopefully they don't take you out before, though. What? Don't worry about it. It's just another thing the Green Goblin said.
Gosh, I sure hope nothing happens to you.
Those guys are pretty tough middle schoolers and multi-level marketers. So Haley goes, yeah, I'll do that.
I know. I'll just beat them into submission.
Through a gentlemanly bout, nothing bad can happen of this.
Yeah,
and then they'll have to admit it, that they're a part of it.
He bikes to the school, and then he tries to bike into him, run him over.
Yeah. He says, hey, you fuckers. He's still fucked up. He actually biked into them by accident.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, boss.
He's drunk driving his bicycle. Whoops.
Pumped up off of the antioxidants. His boss says, where the hell have you been? You're 1,000 CeraVes or the bottles. You're 1,000 bottles in debt.
Says, fuck you. I am paying. You know I'm not good for it.
It's just like Willem Dafoe said as he was playing the Green Goblin. Oh, fuck off. I'm not good for it. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I'm Willem Dafoe, bitch.
Or should I say bottle? Really smacks him with a Mona V bottle.
He says, another bottle? He says, why would you be concerned about that? It's not like you're the leaders of the Vera V, bitch.
Leaders of the Juice gang.
Yeah. He says, but we are exactly that. And then they see the cops.
We are.
He says, wait a minute, we actually are the leaders of this multi-level scheme.
You want to take that back, Haley?
Haley, you know we fronted you because we are the freaking leaders. You even went above Kevin Spacey. And Kevin's in the classroom. That's when he was hooking up with the teacher. He's like, what? Damn it. He fucked me. After our powwow in the trash bag. And that was one of the pre-prepared jokes.
I was really hoping you'd say audience? He fucked me. You see, the joke was that Kevin Spacey was saying he fucked me, not literally, but I made it literal. I subverted the expectation.
Editor, please add in laugh track.
I can just add that right now, actually. Let me just throw that in real quick. Just so I don't forget. All right, laugh. Come on, where are you? It's just loading up. Crowd laughter. Yeah, let's get a 15-second laughter in there. And perfect. Oh. Oops. Hold on. Let's get that right there. Let's just convert the file. Okay. Editor, keep all that in.
Editor. That's going to be a blast for our listeners.
Okay. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Wait. Kevin Spacey just says, "Oh, I wish he was me," and then that's where it ends.
At least I wish he did.
Oh, I wish. And then the credits roll immediately after. No context. Oh.
That's where it basically gets to where the actual end of the movie is.
Oh yeah. So they admit it, and then the cops start moving in, but they're really far away, far enough to get a good stab in, you know. So they're like, "You set us up." Pulls out a knife.
Says, "Hell yeah, I did."
He says, "Fuck you, motherfuckers!" Beep beep, beep beep beep,
beep beep beep.
Get stabbed. Haley Joel, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
HALEY JOELOSSMIT.
Yeah, awesome. Did you say Osment?
I don't know what
OSSMIT. Haley Joel Osment.
Haley Joel Osment. The end. And then the end credits are just his little story to show that he had a good heart in the beginning, but
yeah, it does like the picture of him with the like. What song was I thinking of? I was about to sing "Near, Far, Wherever You Are." That song was "Arms of an Angel."
In the arms of the angel, I know me.
Now that guy's going to hell for sure.
Yeah, that guy's fucking asshole, dude. Why'd he say the N-word so much?
That's on his tombstone.
I don't think there were any black people in that movie.
There was nobody he could have even said that to in a way that made sense.
Thanks for listening in. That was Pay It Forward to the best of our knowledge.
If you want to keep up with us, follow us on Instagram at The Movie Bluffs.
Or if you have any questions or comments, feel free to email us at themoviebluffspodcast@gmail.com.
That is themoviebluffspodcast@gmail.com.
Have a nice Kevin Spacey.
We can't say nice Kevin Spacey.
Spacey you later, buddy.
Perfect.